Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Antony, and in today's video, I'm going to go through with you the 5 essential items that you need if you want to be a successful fashion designer. Now, these are the kind of tools of the trade. These are some things that I use every single day without fail. So it really is the essentials when it comes to fashion design of the kind of things that you will need. But before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help my channel to grow, especially that like button. You have no idea how much it helps to promote my videos. Please also leave a comment. I like to chat to you guys and get to know you a bit and build this fashion community up. Okay, let's just get straight in there and start with something that is really, really essential, and that is decent quality pens, pencils, highlighters and marker pens. Now I know this sounds weird. Why would you need highlighters? Why would you need Sharpies and things like that? Well, they are honestly essential. So, for example, you obviously need a pencil because you're going to be designing, you're going to be hand drawing, you're going to be doing different things like that. You need Sharpies and a good quality pen as well, because once you've done your designs, you'll probably want to draw the outlines and all of that sort of stuff and make sure that they look really good. Now, highlighters. Why would you need highlighters as a designer? I'm sure there's loads of people out there that say you need Pantone pens, you need these kind of pens, you need this and that and all of that sort of stuff. You don't need any of that. You just need some good quality highlighters. Now, these are just from Wilkinson's. They were like £1 and I use them all the time. If you've seen my previous videos about how to do tech packs, you know that there's a specific key on my tech packs that relates to different colours, and that helps the supplier know what different materials are going where and what different hardware is going where and all of that sort of stuff. And that's where these highlighters come in as an essential. For example, say you're at a supplier meeting and you need to quickly hand draw something and you want to show them that part A is a different colour to part B. Well, then this is where the highlighters come in, and you can say, okay, this is this material, this is this material, and then the suppliers know and can go off and do it. And then when you get back to the office, you can redraw everything on your computer and make sure that them colours correspond. So highlighters are a key essential. Okay, so my number 4. A sketchpad or a notepad. Oh my god, these are so essential. I cannot even tell you how much I use my notepad and sketchbook. It is ridiculous. So in design, you will be taking notes. There will be a lot of information that you need to absorb and that you need to remember, and it's just not possible. So a notepad is an essential. Now, I don't have a separate notepad and sketchpad. I just do it all in the same one. The drawings that I do are mainly for just illustrative purposes. I just want to quickly get something down. I want to explain to a supplier what I want doing, or I just want to illustrate to someone, this is kind of the vibe that I'm going for, and then I will go in and do all of my other stuff on the computer. So, for example, this is where the highlighters come in as well. Here's some bag designs that I did for a project that I submitted recently. And as you can see, every different part is highlighted in different colours. So again, highlighters are essential, but also you don't need an expensive sketchpad. You don't need an expensive notepad. This is just from Poundland. You don't have to spend a fortune to get all of these little bits of equipment and all of that sort of stuff, because honestly, you don't need it. People are going to say that you need the best quality paper. People are going to say that you need the best quality pens. You don't. You just need good quality paper and you just need good quality pens. I've been in design for over 10 years, and honestly, all the expensive stuff that I bought when I first started out that I thought that I needed, I don't use. I use highlighters and I use a sketchpad. That's it. Okay, my number 3. And this is a big one, and it's something that I cannot go into the office without, and that is a measuring tape. Honestly, so useful, so handy. This has saved my bacon on quite a lot of occasions, because you need to randomly measure something, or you need to take measurements down, or you need to do measurements for your CADs or anything like that. This measuring tape is a lifesaver. I've had this for about 6 or 7 years as well, and it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like £2 or £3, and it's actually a 1m50 length one, so it's really, really long. And yeah, it's just really necessary, especially when you're doing designs and you want to do some like intricate things and you want to measure the length of a jacket, or you want to measure how a seam is going to be or where it needs to go. I mean, there's pattern cutters out there that do a lot of the stuff for you, but really you need a measuring tape to make sure that your designs are on point and that you're measuring the right distances from your shoulder point to your pockets and all of that sort of stuff. So that's all kind of like the cheap stuff that you can get from local stores, maybe from cheaper stores like Poundland or the Dollar Store or anything like that. But there is a couple of essentials that you will need that are slightly more expensive. And the next one is a good quality computer, I actually have a Mac. This Mac I've actually had for about 1.5 years and I love it. I actually am thinking about upgrading in the next few months because I need a lot more processing power and all of that than this one has. A good quality computer is essential. You don't necessarily need a Mac, but if you are in design, it's nice to have a Mac because they are built for like creative purposes. So I prefer to work off Apple because I just feel like it's more intuitive, but there is a lot of designers out there that work on laptops and Microsoft based PCs. So I'm not saying that you definitely need a Mac, you just need a good quality computer that you can get different programs and software on so you can design to the best capabilities that you have. Okay, so now talking about the different kind of programs that you would use on your Mac, that brings me on to my number one, and that is Illustrator. I've said this in previous videos and I'm going to say it again, Illustrator is my number one tool. It's the tool that I use to do all of my design on if I'm not hand drawing it. And actually, sometimes I hand draw stuff and then put it into Illustrator and draw over it because sometimes it's just easier to do it that way. But oh my god, Illustrator is so important. You need to know how to use Illustrator if you want to be a designer. There's not many people in design anymore that are doing it freehand. A lot of companies out there and a lot of people are all using computer-aided design to enhance their work. Illustrator is the perfect thing for that. It's a vector-based program where you can draw all of the different products that you need to do. You can do graphics, you can do illustrations, you can do all of this sort of stuff in Illustrator, and it is honestly really good, and it is an essential tool. I use Illustrator every day for my design. I'd be lost without it, so it really is my number one. Now, I'm going to leave links to all the products down below. Some of them are affiliate links, so if you happen to buy maybe one of these from Amazon, then I'll get a small commission. But I'm honestly suggesting them to you because I use them every day. I would honestly be lost without my highlighters, my Sketchpad, or my measuring tape, my Mac, or my Illustrator. So links to all of them are down below if you want to go and get them. Great. If you don't, well, that's up to you. Now, when it comes to MacBook and Illustrator, don't get me wrong, like if you're working for a company, the majority of the time they will provide you with a Mac, they will provide you with Illustrator. But if you're going to be freelancing and all of that sort of stuff, that's where you need to buy the Mac, that's where you need to buy the Illustrator. But yeah, that's it for today's video. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to click that beautiful red subscribe button. And please also check out my Etsy shop where you can buy CADs and vectors to help support you in your everyday design life. And it really helps to support this channel. Alright, okay, thanks for watching. Alright, bye. Tra. Bye.